Norway are in the World Cup quarterfinals. Let that breathe for a moment. A country of 5 million people, a nation that hadn't been at a World Cup in 28 years. And they beat Brazil, the 5-time world champions. So let's ask the question nobody is taking seriously enough. What if Norway win the World Cup? The smallest nation ever to win a World Cup was Uruguay in 1930. Population at the time, 1.9 million. But that was 1930. 13 teams entered. A Norway win in 2026 would be the greatest underdog story in the history of international sport. Not just football, sport. And sitting at the top of the Golden Boot race with 7 goals is Haaland. If Norway win this tournament, he will almost certainly finish as top scorer. Golden Boot, Player of the Tournament, World Cup winner. All 3. At his first ever World Cup. At 25 years old. The last player to win the Golden Boot while winning the World Cup was Ronaldo in 2002. 8 goals. Brazil won. But Brazil were expected to win. Norway are not. If Haaland pulls this off, there is no conversation left. He is the greatest striker this generation has produced. Now imagine the final whistle blows. Norway have won the World Cup. In Oslo, a city of 700,000 people, Karl Johans Gate, the main boulevard, holds around 200,000 people when fully packed. On the night Norway win the World Cup, it would not hold everyone who wants to be there. Every bar, every street, every square. People who have never watched a football match in their lives would be outside. Because this would not feel like sport. It would feel like something that happens once in the entire history of a country. Bergen, Trondheim, Stavanger, Tromsø, cities above the Arctic Circle lit up in the middle of summer. Norway celebrates midsummer already with a kind of joy most countries reserve for once-a-decade moments. Bonfires on every beach, families on every fjord. Now put a World Cup on top of that. In summer, when the sun does not set, a country of 5 million people who cannot sleep anyway because it is light at midnight, who now have no reason to sleep because their national team just won the World Cup. There would be no casual supporters watching from home. There would be no one left inside. In a country that size, everyone knows someone on the squad. The distance between the people in the streets and the players on the pitch is almost nothing. And then there is what it means for football itself. For decades, this sport has been dominated by the same nations: Brazil, Germany, Argentina, France, Spain. A Norway win breaks that completely. It tells every small nation on earth that this is still possible. That 5 million people, the right coach, the right belief, and one extraordinary generation is enough. Every small footballing nation would point at Norway for the next 30 years. They have beaten Ivory Coast. They have beaten Brazil. England stands next. Then whoever survives the other side. Then a final. Every step forward is history. Haaland leads the Golden Boot race. The streets of Oslo are ready. What if Norway win the World Cup? Ask again in 2 weeks. The answer might not be hypothetical anymore.